That's in, Matt.
What?
That's at the bottom of that's hitting the bottom of my bag.
But it's stuck out so much.
And when look, what's this? Look. People keep going, oh, your club's falling out. It ain't. It ain't.
It's ridiculous.
It's so funny.
What have you done?
So I want a question for the viewers, and in the comments down below, I want to hear, how tall are you? Let me know in the comments, and at the same time, what length driver do you use? So I'm 5'11", and I've always used a 45 or 46 inch length driver. So you can call standard if you don't know it. So that would be, if you've not added the length change, you can just say I'm 6'1", I use a standard length driver. I remember growing up, always pushing, wanting to have an adults club as a junior, and I used drivers that would have been the equivalent to this.
Yeah, up to your armpit, wasn't it?
Vanula's driver, my daughter's driver, is up to the same level we measured.
Yeah.
So her driver in relationship to her is probably this length.
Yeah.
You're 5'9", 5'10", and you're using a standard length driver the same as me. So in effect, you're using a 47 or 48 inch driver, aren't you, relative to you?
Yeah.
This is a 48 inch driver. I'm going to experiment with this. We're going to show you some numbers. Is this gameable? Does it affect how many fairways I hit? Does it affect if I can literally hit it out the middle? Does it allow me to go further? Bryson at the moment is rumoured to be trialling a 48 inch driver.
Pushing those boundaries again,
If he uses a 48 inch driver, he will be pushing 200 mile an hour ball speeds in gaming situations.
Woohoo!
Which again will just push him. If he can do everything else as well as he did at the US Open, people forget how well he did everything else. It'll be interesting to see whether it pushes the game. But why do we use the length drivers we use? Because we've tested shorter, and it's a bit of a myth, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like
I used shorter.
It's so player specific. Freewood shot. I've had so many amateurs through the years come into the pro shop, I was in pro shops, and they put Freewood driver shafts and trying this because they just want it very. They never got it. It never made it better.
Yeah.
Oh, this could be fun. I'm gonna hit him out of sight, Matt. Look.
Yeah. I'm sure you are.
So the biggest thing I'm finding with it at the moment is we play kind of unwarm quite a lot, don't we?
Yeah.
And because it's long, which then in turn feels heavy. So this is a 50 gram. I've got them to send me the lightest shaft they can, 50 gram.
50 gram stiff.
And they also sent me an extra stiff because they were worried of the length.
Be a bit woo.
It might feel a little unwielding.
Yeah.
But I've not felt that at all, so I've just got this one. But it does feel like if I'm not like loose enough,
yeah,
it's tough. The other thing that's really interesting, and I will check the grip is thicker, which I don't like. But I think it's thicker because obviously shafts just keep getting thicker. They can't make it much thinner.
Yeah, yeah.
You'd have to get a real thin one on there. Right, and go over the left then.
Are you taking the bunkers on? Straight from the off.
It feels so long. No, Healy cut, so that's exactly the same drive that I hit with any other club, that one. You can see it. And there lies the interesting part, see, low and out the heel. Will my average drive with this, so that I would say that's average to low, will it be okay, like compared to a decent drive with the standard length?
Second try.
Have another go to see if I can deliver. So that was face, well, lots aloft and face to the right of the path. It definitely feels early morning like I would have to hit shots before playing. Same thing, little Healy. Better line though, that one. I reckon that'll be very similar to my normal drive. That's what I'm finding as I hit more. I am getting the Healy, and I wonder, because there's so much out here, the centre of gravity is moving this way. Yeah. And I need to feel like I'm going to get the other side of it a bit more. So here's the first one. Horrible Healy, wrong loft delivered. Yeah. But it's hit fairway. It has. Definitely shorter, but it's probably where I would hit.
You've been here plenty.
Yeah, I've been here on a decent hit push. Yeah, yeah. Downwind on this one, hitting wedges. Yeah. And then the second one, which was a slightly better delivery, but again, it's this heel pattern I need to get my head around. It's
middle of the fairway, level with the bunker that you try and carry.
Yeah, I would say it's about where an average drive with a standard shaft kind of ends up. Yeah.
Because I think if you add speed and this just knocks you to where, if your bad is now level with your average, like why would you not put it in your bag.
That's my point. If it's, well, we'll show strokes gained and ideas with this when we do the numbers. Having a weapon that maybe gives you in a round, if you do button one, an extra 20 yards.
Because again,
and then the rest of them are in the average. Why would you not have that? Why would you not have that advantage in there?
Absolutely.
Apart from fear, which as we work more and more with people on the measuring devices we've got, it's very clear that fear clouds many of their judgments, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because I've definitely got to...
Oh, that's at it.
It is, isn't it?
Even in the fog I can see that's at it.
Oh, straight at it. So I have to like giggle at my... Like, I'm on the tee and I'm like thinking, what am I doing?
I don't
But
reckon...
it's preconceptions of what I'm used to all the time.
I don't reckon you go to a golf course this morning with a load of people rocking up for their tee time roll up, your Wednesday roll up, and stand on the tee. I don't reckon anyone will notice that though.
No, I agree.
It's longer.
Yeah. No, it's
apart
more what
from
I
it sticking
feel.
out,
So I'm
yeah.
stood, like, just imagine putting me
Yeah.
in a tournament now.
Yeah.
I'll be thinking, oh God.
Yeah.
I feel like if I go wrong with this, and it's this as well, you go wrong with this, you feel sillier.
Uh-huh.
Because you're doing something that's out of the norm and you know
Yeah,
better.
yeah,
So it's
yeah.
just that classic, like, oh, I know better when I do drive, Jim.
Yeah.
You know, all that kind of stuff.
told you so.
Oh, sorry for trying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, Matthew, here we go. Interested to see the numbers. Post in the comments down below. Do you reckon it'll be longer? More wild? What will it be? Are you
Faster.
gonna get one after this?
Yeah, I'll have a go. Yeah. Why not?
Right. Keep your eye on this, bruh.
I think if I get one of those 48-inch yellow shafts. Oh,
It's like
jeez.
Branderson, yeah, amazing. Right, let's try and control the face this time. So, that heel again.
Heel cut again.
It's absolutely fine. Like, that's where my drive ends up.
Yeah.
Again, it's very low heel.
Yeah.
I do think strike is going to vary. So initial thoughts, like it just feels crazy, doesn't it?
Well, it's actually quite interesting. So, like, I went to a freewood shaft because of confidence
Yeah.
and stuff. Like, now I can, like, hit a driver, kind of. Like, this doesn't scare me as much.
Does it not?
So, it's more the fact that I'm more confident about hitting a driver that it doesn't scare me.
Okay. Because
But
you're obviously, if you're 5'10",
Yeah.
this is now again an inch. This is 49
Yeah,
inches.
this is like a
for you.
long driver, isn't it? But
You've
like,
got
yeah.
3 balls lined up. It's not the range, bruh.
Yeah. Like, I've had one swing today, so...
Feels like you have to get it going, don't you think?
yeah, it feels a bit heavier.
Yeah, it does feel heavier to me.
Yeah.
It feels heavier to me.
Like, it'd be interesting with, like...
Which is where I would think about if you counterbalance.
Yeah, I was going to say your XXio counterbalanced.
It would then make it feel lighter.
Yeah. Like, what difference will that do? It's not scaring me though.
Okay.
I do feel like I could give it a whoop.
Yeah, go on then.
Good old wallop.
I want to see it.
Feels like I can be like...
Yeah, I have
Wow.
to stand like it's fishing rod stuff.
It's not a pat one though,
No,
is it?
no.
Why didn't you get 2 drivers in your bag, bro?
Yes, I could do.
Oh!
It's decent. It's just heading
Stay
towards
there.
the right entry a fraction.
That's fine.
Yeah.
One more.
Yeah, go on. I'm going to hit another as well.
One more.
I want
That was
to.
a bit, that was middle, oh, middle actually. That's
Centre
yours
there.
down there,
yeah,
is it?
I was the real low heel,
So that's me there.
which I never really hit it down there.
You've done 3 so far.
I know. Exactly the same. That's just, it's too far right.
Just a bit more bottomy there.
Yeah.
So I'm there and there.
Yeah.
Like, I'm feeling strike and everything, same.
Yeah, we're inside when I've hit a few. I felt like that. This is the worst I've hit it so far. I've not felt like
Yeah.
it was maybe a fraction more heely, but fine.
I don't think accuracy will change with you.
It'll be interesting, wouldn't it?
It's going to be interesting. Oh, that's a different strike.
Yeah, toe we draw. That's a bigger dispersion, isn't it?
Yeah, that is, yeah.
Like,
I don't see you do that one very often.
no, again, I feel almost like the toey draws are going to be exaggerated.
Mm-hmm.
That was there, which is more my normal hit.
Yeah.
And that would normally find some level of fairway, but remember...
You've got swing things going on
yeah,
too,
but the other thing, I'm wider.
Yeah.
And then that makes the ball position a different place, so I'm not quite sure where my numbers are at the minute, and then you throw this into the mix, it's like I have to re-find it.
Yes.
What it does do, just makes you want to have another go.
You need to reboot your computer, don't
It's
you?
like that, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
this is where I think maybe people are, like, is it easier to run away to safe
Yeah.
than it is to actually try and be better? Because this is definitely harder.
Yeah.
That heel again. That's
Heel
the
cut
common
again,
one.
yeah. Yeah.
The common one is
People
that.
definitely go for the easier route, don't they?
Yeah.
Or like you can see it on the
But say people
TV.
play petrified golf, don't they? They're scared, and I get it. It's like you do feel out of control in golf, but
Bryson's the only one going out of comfort zone.
not allowed to let go, kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Best lessons that you have are the ones who are able to let go, aren't they?
Yeah, all the time. What we got?
2 fairway balls.
2 fairway balls. So one.
Very short. These are shorter.
Yeah, definitely.
I reckon these are 248 carry kind of stuff,
Yeah,
because they are mishits.
yeah.
And then up there, I mean, you're what, like 80 to 100 yards further up with your decent hit.
That's probably, yes, 50 to 60, I reckon.
Yeah.
80 to 100 is quite a big push.
Yeah, so that's probably okay.
50
let's
to
call it
60, I
a good
reckon.
60, I reckon.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is about fair. Like if I was to hit if we had the same length driver and I hit an awful one and you hit a good one, it's going to be this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because it's interesting, that's mine in front here. That's not Mark's. That's my second one that I low heeled.
What is this one?
Yeah.
Is that yours? Is it?
You didn't hit a white ball, did you?
Yeah, I did. This is mine.
Oh, sorry.
I hit 3. Well, it'd be interesting to find the one like this is mine as well. I think.
Oh. Yeah, I'm probably up there then.
You're both up there.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
Went in there. You hit them both quite well.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't know you hit a white ball.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I'm just going to hit this because then I get the shot scope data as well. You see what I mean? I mean, it's a wedge into this green.
Yeah.
On a pretty bad tee shot.
Yeah.
It's the big question, like if you are, you know, I am just banking on if I connect with one and then all of a sudden I'm near that bunker.
Loving life, aren't you?
It's like, well, if this is the worst case, because that's kind of as bad as I can hit that.
Yeah. I think
It's the trade, so I think you'll average maybe similar, but you won't top as far.
I think it's something that you would go, well, why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Well,
if there's a potential in there
yeah.
and you're not losing anything,
Yeah.
why wouldn't you?
Because all I want to do is beat you, so I might as well just pat it down the middle.
Hey, look, both of these are in play, I think.
Yeah, but I'm still going to pitch it closer than you if I press. Or hole a 20-footer and you'll miss your 8-footer.
Yeah, I'll free putt because it's the last and I'm 1 up and don't want to win.
Yeah, look, here's your 2.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And that makes
Hard
sense,
to tell
doesn't
if
it?
that's further though, because obviously we're in the clouds at the minute.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
on a standard drive, you've been up here as well, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I won't pick that up, so I would, but you're not really meant to, are you?
I'd like to hit 2 more shots as well, really.
Out here?
Well, yeah. Can I?
Yeah, of course you can, bro.
I want to try something.
I'm going to try and not hit the road.
Okay.
I'm going to aim up the right though, I want to try and draw it. There you go, that's a proper hit, but it's just, I didn't start out the right.
Good drive, good strike.
Better, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's definitely,
Heel side,
I think
isn't
it's
it?
pushing the centre. I'm a tracker.
Yeah, you do.
I'm a CG tracker. So, I mean, you could counter that with weights, but then you'd be having to be careful that you're not cutting it and those kind of things. Here we go again. Look.
I just want to see if I can, like, do a shape, you know, draw.
Yeah, like control it. Yeah, we'll practice that as well.
If I aim up the right, try and draw.
Yeah, like that's a great shot.
That is a good shot. That's
So you've
exactly
drawn that off those trees, that'll be way up there.
because you just want to be able to do everything that you do with a normal one, don't you?
Yeah, yeah.
And then if it's got a potential gain in there, then you're all good.
Yeah, I mean, you've overcut it, but that's a standard for you.
That's a neck though as well.
Okay.
So more strike than anything. I would say has overdone it, but
yeah,
like easily doable again, isn't it?
And again, because you're stronger than me, I think you've got no problem handling that length at all. So if we come and look at this one, this is definitely left of where I normally hit it on this hole, but I have been here. In realms of missing fairway, it's not massive, is
20
it?
yards.
And this is
where I am.
Yeah.
Easy.
Well, it's 100 yards.
110 yards
yeah,
normally from here.
Yeah. Well, 109 front, 122 middle.
Yeah.
So basically I've got, I mean, the trees are irrelevant. I'm not even looking at them.
No.
Because every option I've got is going over them. So it's, again, it's a wedge. And if I was in the middle of the fairway to here, that's going to have no bearing on the outcome of that second shot.
Ah, stiffed it. Iron plays good, isn't it?
Look at the numbers, yeah. I'm interested to see what happens on a bigger data set. So I'm going to start with a long one. We're going to strokes gained the 2 sets as well to give you an idea if there's gains or losses, because it's not, obviously that then will work in distance plus dispersion a bit more. I think we're all getting a bit lost, maybe just in distance. You've got to work both in, as you kind of saw from out there. There's your potential more maybe. Right, back to standard length now, and this feels like joke short. Feels so short.
Right, let's take a look at the numbers. Ball speed, so we've got the long driver shaft, 48-inch up the top here, the one named driver in the yellow, and the standard length Strixon ZX7 in the red. Ball speeds, is over 5 miles an hour quicker, 154.6 ball speed with the long driver, 149.3 with the standard length, both launching very similar. Interestingly, backspin with the longer driver of about 300 more, so could be affecting that distance, but with that ball speed being higher, 268 carry with the long driver, 263 with the standard length. So I've marked all the shots here on the top graph, and if you look at the dispersion, well, I can't really say a lot there. They are very similar left and right. The only difference is that they're slightly longer, that 48-inch shaft. And if we look at the numbers of the club head, speed 2.5 miles an hour quicker with the long driver. Dynamic loft's very similar, dynamic lie very similar, slightly more toe up with the longer driver, which you would expect it being further away from you. Face to paths and paths, all very similar as well. So delivery of the club, very good, as you'd expect with Mark's delivery. The ball speeds, 5 miles an hour. Why would you give that up when that dispersion is like that, is the question I'm asking him. If I'm Mark, I'm putting that straight in my bag.
Tricky one to decide, because my feel to what is real is what I'm battling with, isn't it? I got Matt the strokes gained the 2 sets of clubs actually, which was interesting as well. So against a scratch handicapper, the long driver, this one gained 4.17, and then the standard length driver gained 3.49, so not as much. And again, this is where I think custom fit needs to change itself a little bit. Maybe strokes gaining your data, as well as looking at potentials, might be a better way of seeing if you're actually investing your money in emotions or actual chances of improvement, possibly. This one definitely feels like there's room to relearn how to hit the ball. It's just shots like that. Like, that's quite a big cut for me that I don't feel I would get with the shorter driver, but it's a 110 club head speed, but it's only carrying 254 because of the delivery. So always, again, for me, the bigger challenge, do I decide to work harder and make this work, or do I run away back to what I feel safe in? Post comments down below, what would you do? Is it just ridiculous? Could I actually play 4 rounds of golf? And if you want to see me do that with this club, let me know in the comments. I'm intrigued to keep trying. Might just have to warm up a bit more.